You've entered the Houston Running Zone, the ultimate podcast for runners in the Houston area, featuring the everyday runners who inspire us, clubs, gear, races, and runcations. Houston, we've got the runs.
All right, today in the zone, I have a runner, a doctor, nurse, philanthropist. She does a lot of cool stuff. She's raising money for some much needed funds. Probably the founder of 9 Months of 5K is Dr. Alexia McClerkin. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did. You did. Thank you.
All right, cool. Well, I did a little bit of research, but I love to be curious because I know you're doing a lot of stuff. And your organization, did you found the organization or?
Yes, okay, wow. I did. Back in 2018, actually, when I was pregnant with my second son is when I came about the organization because I was also in nursing school. And ironically, not only was I pregnant with him, but I also was like, okay, I'm going to do a 5K every month while I'm pregnant. But part of that caveat to that story is I was in nursing school and I was doing my OB rotation. So a lot of the patients that we saw, they weren't getting prenatal care or they didn't know the type of care that they needed. And I was like, you know what? 9 months of 5K is bigger than just running. So that's where the slogan, it's not just a hobby, it's a movement came into play. And then I was like, you know what, let's turn this into a nonprofit because we got to start educating these women on the importance of, taking care of your body, being able to move around during pregnancy, and also with the spike of maternal mortality as well. So we wanted to be able to talk to women and educate them on how to prevent that. And then also how to be able to speak up for themselves when it came to, things that they noticed weren't right, especially after they had the baby.
Wow. No, that's awesome. Things like money and children, like that's not taught in school. Why is it not taught in school?
I know. Can somebody please make a manual for this is how parenting goes?
We missed you have a run every Mother's Day now. And I missed getting you on. I'm just kind of starting up the new season. It's a great episode to start the new season. So every year you'll have a run on Mother's Day. And that's kind of one of the things that you're going to do to help raise the funds. Is that correct?
Yes. So this year was our second in person because our first in person was in 2019 and then COVID happened. Yeah. So we had to pivot in 2020 and do a virtual run. It didn't go as planned, so we won't do the virtual option anymore. But I'm glad now everything's open back up so we can go back to doing in person.
Okay. Yeah. I love how you're doing it on Mother's Day. Kind of kicks things off and
for sure.
Yeah. Puts everyone in a nice place on Mother's Day. So when you're pregnant, you originally said, I want to do a 5K every month. You just wanted to challenge yourself or what was the
Yes. I was like, because with my first son, I worked out every single day. I wasn't working. But that time, with the second one, I wasn't able to do that. And then also toward the end of my pregnancy with my first one, I did a 5K. And I was like, next time I get pregnant, I'm going to do a 5K every month. That actually ended up being over 20 races and more than just 5K. I did triathlons, a half marathon, a couple 10Ks. And I was doing races literally every weekend, sometimes back addiction, if you want to say. So it was, and then I noticed man, I'm pregnant and I'm doing better times than I was when I wasn't pregnant. And I was just in such great shape. It was that sense of completion and accomplishment when I ran through that finish line. And then a lot of the races, if you go, I'll send you some of the pictures. You'll see my son, who was 3 at the time, coming through the finish line with me. So that was a big deal for me. So in my race, so when I do my Mother's Day fun run, I tell the moms, you can have your kids stand at the finish line and they can give you your medal and your flower instead of one of the volunteers doing it. And that was a big deal. So, seeing some of the kids standing there and giving their parents the flowers. And then I had an adult male who did the race with his mom. So that was that was my why for doing it. Like just, seeing everybody and then the camaraderie and then also just the moms out there with their kids, whether grown kids or little kids, then the strollers, like, I'm like, yes, this is yes.
I never thought about that. That you're smart.
Thank you.
Because I've done over 100 races, and one race, my daughter has given me my medal. It was kind of an iconic race for me. But yeah, I kind of realized, that would have been, that would have been great to do the other 99. Wow. Okay. Super cool. And obviously, we're not here to give medical advice, but I'd imagine, because obviously I don't know, but when you're pregnant and you're working out, and is it kind of like a positive mental state? Does that help alleviate some of the stress, or what are the other benefits of working out while pregnant?
I highly recommend for a woman that wants to work out during pregnancy, especially if they weren't doing it prior to pregnancy, to talk to your OB first. Don't just say, wake up one day, oh, I want to go work out. I'm pregnant now. Let me go work out. And you haven't been doing anything for the last 5 years. Please don't do that. But for those that have been working out, or those that go into like a little light program, such as yoga and things like that, it helps to get your body ready, because you're already, your ligaments are already a little bit looser. So just kind of getting your body ready, getting that baby ready to come out of the canal. Also, it kind of helps with pain relief. So if we're doing different stretches and things of that sort, I highly suggest pool workouts during pregnancy because it's low impact and it helps. It's not as much stress on the joints, because when you're pregnant, obviously you're a lot heavier. So you're carrying a little bit more weight that you wouldn't normally be carrying. And then again, it really just kind of helps you to be more stretched and getting ready for the baby, because there's certain exercises that you should be doing during pregnancy. And then also just that getting those releasing those endorphins. And it just, helps you get through your day. It's like for me, working out is like a cup of coffee, because I don't drink caffeine. But for me, that's like a cup of coffee. It's like, oh my God, I feel so great. Yes.
And you mentioned pool workouts, a lot of things that I think. So when my wife was pregnant, she loved the community aspect of working out, or just community in general. And I think that's where some people kind of miss out. Like, where can they find other communities once they're allowed to do certain exercises, I guess?
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of communities right now. So I'm trying to change that and kind of get it to where we can get just different like little chapters throughout the nation. So that's what we're working on. It's kind of like the 9 months of 5K, get up and go, or 9 months of 5K, let's go walk. Doing those weekly events that don't cost any money, because a lot of times people can't do things because you don't want to have to pay, like, especially like a gym membership or things like that.
Yeah.
So that's where the programming and the funding comes in place for 9 months of 5K, to be able to offer these services to women. Because I'm also certified, not only am I a chiropractor, I'm also a registered nurse, but I'm certified in pre and postnatal yoga. And then I'm also certified in pre and postnatal workouts. So being able to provide those services, and then also teaching other women to teach those services as well. So the goal is to be able to do that. But for right now, I would just say doing a Facebook search, because there are some groups, they're just few and far in between.
All right, cool. No, that's great. And so obviously you got a really big mission. You have your work cut out for you. Mother's Day comes once a year, but what are the other ways what other ways can people get involved to help fund this movement?
Well, we want to start back doing our quarterly workshops now that things are easing up. So with those quarterly workshops, we bring in financial advisors, we bring in bankers, we bring in OB-GYNs, we bring in dentists, anybody that we think that could help you, even bring in people from WIC, from Houston Housing Authority, to come talk to the women and tell them about like the importance of brushing your teeth during pregnancy, the importance of creating financial literacy for you and the baby, so that way once the baby gets here, you kind of have a financial plan in place. Also, as the baby grows, creating a college plan, talk to them about 529s, things of that nature. Then the OB-GYNs will talk about some of the do's and don'ts during pregnancy, some of the things that you should look out for after you have the baby. So those things do cost money, having to bring those speakers in, also having to rent the space. We usually like to use the United Way because they have such a beautiful facility and they're very nonprofit friendly. So we could always use funding for those different ancillary activities.
Okay, cool. And how do people find out about it? Is it through your website or?
Yes, through the website, and then also just shooting me an email directly. The website is actually under construction right now because we're going through a whole revamp. But yes, definitely shooting me an email will be the best way.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I can link up to your Instagram account where we reached out to each other.
Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. So you said you're Dr. Chiropractic, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's obviously an endorphin rush. I love that. Massage chiropractic, I'm all about. Is it something now? Obviously, every person's different. Is it something that people really like? What are some of the preventative things that people can do, for their back and for their whole body? That obviously, there's things that people need to research and talking about dentists and things like that. But from your perspective, what are some things that people can, especially women that are pregnant, I guess, be more proactive in not having issues?
So definitely making sure to stretch, making sure that you are sleeping on a good mattress or good pillows. I usually recommend to my mom to make sure, like, I'm a proponent of the body pillow because you have it's like a big, huge, and I'm sure your wife probably had one. My husband said it's another human in the bed. It's like you got the front part of the pillow and then you got the back part of the pillow because that can really help, especially as the mom starts to get bigger and the belly gets bigger. Kind of keep that belly, just keep you just comfortable. And then also keep your back from over torquing. Medicaid, they do provide, especially Texas Children's, they provide chiropractic care for pregnant women. And so if there's a woman that has Texas Children's Medicaid or even some other Medicaids, they will provide that at no cost. So definitely utilizing that, and then going to the chiropractor at least once a month, and then during the pregnancy, and then towards the end, coming in every week. Because my moms who were going through the whole pregnancy and coming to chiropractic care, they had a lot better, they were a lot less pain, and they just had a lot better delivery postpartum. I mean, not delivery postpartum, but a lot better delivery, a lot easier because they were more prepared than those who didn't have chiropractic. That's not saying that chiropractic is the give all, be all, but I've noticed with my research that they've had a better delivery.
You are in the Houston running zone. We've got the runs.
I got to ask about your running. Then, obviously, you're a runner before, as we know, before you got pregnant with your second child. When did you start your running journey?
You know what is so funny, and this is really weird. So I had done a few like fun runs here and there, like the mud run, the bubble run, those types of things, but never just like a flat 5K. I think I probably did one. I was like, oh my God, this is so boring. When is that going to be over with?
Yeah.
So it wasn't until my second pregnancy, that's when I like really got like, boom. Okay, 5K. Oh, a race. So then I was like, so I did that one half marathon when I was pregnant with him. It was completely god awful. That was my first half marathon ever. And it was April in Galveston. It was so freaking hot. And here I am, 8 months pregnant, and doing mileage I had never done before. I was like, Jesus Christ. But I told myself, I was like, we have to redeem ourselves because this race sucked. So then my next one was in January. So that was So that was April 2018. So January 2019 was my second half marathon. And that one was a lot better, a whole lot better. And in 2019, I did 4 half marathons. So since then, I've done 9 half marathons in the last 4 years.
So April, was that the Diva run?
Yeah, that was a Diva run.
I was at the last water stop. So
you were?
I captained that water stop for years. Yeah.
You might have saw me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can
drag
you
along at that point.
I'll have to show you the photo. That was a track seat. Yeah, we had a great time. Yeah, that's actually one of my. Hopefully they'll be able to bring it back. Not to give you bad memories, but
no, I ended up doing it again the following year. So I did it in 2019. I was like, let me just see if maybe it was just me that time.
Yeah,
but it was still hot.
So what are some of your favorite races for like halves now? What are some of those you enjoyed?
The Houston half, because it's people along the course the whole time. And then you see parts of Houston like, oh my God, I drive past here all the time. I didn't even notice that. Another one that I really enjoyed was the Disney, the Princess Half Marathon in Florida.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
My only regret on that race was that I started out, I have to make this time, instead of just really just being out there to just enjoy the course.
Yeah.
So if I do it again, I'm just going to go out there and enjoy the course, not worry about the time, because it's so cool, because you can take pictures with the characters and things like that. And then my third one would be the Niagara Falls Half Marathon. That was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, just being able to run along the falls, and it was in June, so it was a little bit, because it's in Canada, so it's palatable, so you can actually run it.
Yeah.
And it kind of rained a little bit, which was fine by me. I don't mind running in the rain, so it was like a little bit of a drizzle. But those are my top three that I've done.
No, I like all your half marathons seem to be kind of a destination, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want people to kind of get involved. I'll put a link to your Instagram. That way, when you get your revamped website and everything, people can reach out to you, get involved with the workshops. Of course, your run on Mother's Day. And what part of town are you at?
My office is centrally located, so I'm right here at 610 in Maine. I don't know why I looked out the window like you can actually see me. But hey, if you can see me. But I'm on 610 in Maine in the Community Health Choice Building. And then I live in Missouri City. Oftentimes, I'll either run at Rice, because it's right down the street, or some Saturdays I'll run at Memorial.
Okay, yeah. So if you're at 610 Maine area, need a chiropractor, go see her. Put all your info there as well. And actually, one of my favorite races every New Year's Eve is in Missouri City. So Snowdrop Foundation, we have a lot of ultra runners run that. I'll put a link there as well, so everyone can kind of get involved in that. But before I let you go, I have the lightning round. 3 questions. Dr. Alexia, are you ready? You ready? Right.
Yes.
I always want to put this at the beginning, call it like an icebreaker or something, and kind of make it fun, but I love this part. The first one is, what's your favorite personal local race?
My favorite personal local race. Oh, this is a lightning round. Huh? I'm gonna go back with the Chevron Houston half.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'm not the captain. I'm at the last aid station on that one as well. So,
okay.
So come say hi. I'm always right before the water, because I don't do Gatorade. That stuff's sticky. So I go right before the water.
Yeah.
All right. And I had Wade Moorhead on. Yeah, super great team that he puts together. He's the executive director. So link to that episode. Well, okay. Question number 2. What's your favorite culinary guilty pleasure? It has to be guilty. None of this healthy stuff.
Oh, my favorite. Oh, culinary?
Yeah. Any food item, dessert, main course, fried appetizer, you name it. I'm
not really a sweets person, but I love a warm chocolate brownie with nuts and ice cream.
All right. It's kind of like
that's my guilty pleasure.
I'm in. Yeah, I prefer warm cookies and brownies. There's something about it. I don't know what it is.
That with ice cream. Oh, so good.
I'm in. That means my daughter, we're probably going to go to BJ's now with a little brownie pizookie. All right.
Oh, yes.
There you go. They don't realize you can do the trio, or you can do the half and half too. So the possibilities are endless, See,
now you started something, because I think now we're going to go to BJ's today.
All right. We'll do another one here. How about this one? Question number 3 and the last one. If you could run with anybody famous, whether alive or past, who would it be?
Run with anybody famous. They don't have to be a runner, right?
No, we'll make them run or make them walk.
I'd say Oprah. Even if she's done a full marathon before, but Oprah, because I will harass her the whole time. We're not even gonna run, we're gonna walk because I got a lot of questions for you. So now you're gonna be stuck with me. And then you know what? I'm gonna make it a whole marathon. Even though I said I wasn't gonna do a marathon, we're gonna do a whole marathon.
You couldn't believe it. The earlier one that I recorded, he said the exact same thing.
Is it Oprah?
Yeah. And we're trying to figure out, was it late 90s or early 2000s when she did the Chicago Marathon? I couldn't figure. I should have looked it up, honestly.
I think it was and that's so funny. So I looked it up the other day because Puff Daddy did one too. Now it's gonna bother me. Oprah Winfrey.
Chicago Marathon. Because I thought she made like running cool and acceptable for everybody versus just a bunch of fast people. Like, although she was fast at a marathon.
She actually did pretty good. She did 4:29 for that to be her first and
faster than any of them I've done. But I think that like she made it like, hey, come along. It's part of a group. It's a community. I mean, she is like the princess of community. She just is amazing.
Seriously.
Did it pull up? Well, we forgot. Yep,
she did it in 1994, the Marine Corps Marathon.
I had no idea. Well, you know what? At my age, like everything kind of sums together.
Now I need to look up Puff Daddy's one. Hold on. Now that we're here talking about it, we need to get more celebrities to do marathons, get people active, especially since COVID.
Yeah, I know it's always big for New York. A lot of celebrity chefs and things like that. And but let's just let's harass Wade with the Chevron Houston Marathon and just keep bring somebody fun.
Yeah,
the elite runners are great, but we want fun.
Yeah, we want fun because they're like way ahead of us.
Yeah.
Way ahead of us.
That's why you do the aid station and you get to see everybody.
You get to see everybody. Because like when they run past me during how at the end of the Houston Marathon, you got the half and the marathoners coming in at the same time. I'm like, man, y'all did the whole thing and I only did half of it. We coming in at the same time. You suck.
The perfect form. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perfect form. And here I am like,
oh wow. Yeah. Okay, cool. I will I got a ton of links and definitely want people to get involved. Don't wait till Mother's Day, get involved in some of your community workshops and get people educated and appreciate everything you do for the community.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and your time.
All right, you bet. And I'll let you know when the episode drops.
Okay. Awesome.
As always, if you want to become the first to find out about upcoming weekly episodes, simply hit the plus, follow, subscribe button. Depends on your podcast platform. And if you're on a podcast app where you can leave a rating and review, we always love it. Hey, give us 5 stars if you like it. And if you don't like it, give us 5 stars anyways. You made it through the whole episode. But more importantly, looking forward to sharing another episode next week.
Thanks for visiting the Houston Running Zone. If you know someone you'd like to be featured in the zone, go to thehoustonrunningzone.com and send us a message. Until next week, always remember, Houston, we've got the runs.